Hi everyone, so today I am 32 weeks and 3 days pregnant and, this week I've been really nesting or wanting to get things ready to go. After I uploaded the last pregnancy vlog, I started doing some Google work on birth plans and whatnot, and I came across the website of the actual hospital I delivered in, and somewhere in some little section it said that in case you want to have a tour on the ward, you should call them for an appointment or to schedule an appointment. So I was like, okay, so I don't get invited. So I called the next day and apparently you do not get invited, so I was misinformed. And I actually made an appointment for June 17th, I believe. It's on a Monday, so Rob can go with me. And I'm excited about that, so we can finally see where we're going. And it gives me a little bit more peace of mind because I also read on the website that they don't really use a nursery anymore. So most likely you will have your baby rooming in, as they call it, if you have to spend the night. Which was something that I was really concerned about because I do not want my baby in the nursery. I want the baby right next to me so I can breastfeed whenever he or she asks, or he in my case, ask for it. And I want to pay attention to the little symptoms that go before they scream their head off to nurse. So that was really good. The next day, so on Tuesday, the postpartum care came to have their introduction conversation thing, and that was a really comforting talk, I guess. I did not know they do that much in the amount of time they're here. Basically, you get, as soon as your labor starts, you call them and you let them know that your labor is starting, and they can put someone on standby. And as soon as your midwife tells me to go to the hospital, because I am, not allowed to labor at home, then either my midwife or we call the postpartum care, and they will send one of their nurses to be assisting the labor and delivery with my midwife. So that's awesome. And then on top of that, you get 49 hours of care in your own home. So basically, as soon as I'm discharged from the hospital, we get to sit together. So she'll be here helping us get all comfy and whatnot. And then we sit around and talk with her about the schedule we would like. And I asked the one who was doing the introduction, I was like, is it possible that my husband just keeps going to work during the day and then she will just be here with me? And she's like, is that normal, or is that something you don't mind? Or she said, no, that's perfect. A lot of people don't think about that option, but it's definitely an option because most men don't really get that much time off. Because the schedules don't work that way. You never know when the labor starts, so you cannot take vacation time off that easily. So it usually takes a couple of days, and that's where we come in, and then your husband still gets to go to work, and then you won't be alone at home with a baby. So that's awesome. And basically we get to make up our own schedule with the nurse that comes and helps us. And as long as our hours are anywhere between 8 o'clock in the morning and 6 o'clock in the afternoon. So that would be awesome. And you have 8 days with her. So the hours you have, you can spread over those 8 days. And if you don't use all your hours, it's perfectly fine. If they would like at least one morning each day, one part of the day, just to do checkups. So even if you're on day 7, you're yeah, I don't really need your honey anymore, then they still will come in the mornings and just take your temperature and the baby's temperature and just make sure the baby's washed and taken care of, and if there's any questions, then that's fine. And I was really pleased with their vision on breastfeeding. They are so 100% supportive on breastfeeding. They do not like bottle feedings. I mean, if it has to be happening, then they will. But they're very educated. They all had these La Lèche educations and whatnot. So, and a lot of the focus is on breastfeeding, so I'm really happy about that. The other thing that I was really pleased to hear is that they actually do not just like spot clean your house, they actually clean your house. So I could tell her like, will you please vacuum clean? Or will you please mop the floors, or make dinner, or clean out my fridge, or, you know, of course she won't be doing like, if I leave like 5 baskets of like laundry that has to be ironed, that is something they don't do, but that's like logical. They will just keep up with your household, as you cannot do it yourself that week. So that's awesome. What else? I'm looking to my iPad to see what else I wrote down. The other thing that I have to tell you guys is that on Tuesday I found my first stretch mark. What is that? And I just knew my first stretch mark was gonna go right there. It is right now. It's right above my belly button. It's like the tiniest one. It's like really tiny, but I was hoping to go a few more weeks without a stretch mark. As for the emotional things I discussed with you last week, I'm doing better now. I think it's because I don't have to work, or well, I have been working, but not as much, and I get to rest a lot more. And I'm just a little bit more in tune with my body, like what I can and what I cannot do. And whenever I either feel like the best way to explain it is fidgety. Like, I've had this my entire life where if it doesn't go my way, or like whenever I would study for a test and I cannot remember like what I just read, or I get really frustrated and annoyed with myself, I feel like I should like throw myself against the wall, or like scratch my legs, or what. Like, I feel fidgety. I feel like I need to. I feel so frustrated, and I take it out on myself actually. Not to the point where I would actually break something, or heavily bleed or something. But as a child, I would go as far as like banging my head against the wall, and I'm talking like under 6 years old. After that, I've learned to like not do that, but right now it's coming back in a way that, because you're so helpless, you cannot get the baby out like whenever you want. You have to like wait, you have to be patient, and it's frustrating, and I get annoyed with all my symptoms. And I realize that whenever I get that feeling, a nap really does help. Even if I just lay down and not fall asleep, but I just close my eyes for like 45 minutes to an hour, it really helps putting those emotions back in perspective and not feel as helpless and frustrated and angry, because it's part of it's angry too. So that's good. I am going to talk I am going to talk about these feelings with my midwife tomorrow, just to see what she recommends, because I don't feel depressed yet, or like I'm developing a depression, but I just want to make sure that I'm like not getting there, because I know my mom did have signs of prenatal depression, so I just want to make sure that that's not happening to me. And the other thing that I think is contributing to the fact that I feel better this week is the fact that I can nest this much right now. My energy is a little bit better, and that's nice. I try to do something like that each day and not tell myself what it is that I have to do that day, because if I tell myself what it is that I have to do, like today you're gonna vacuum clean your entire house, then I don't like it, and as much as I want to get it done, it's not gonna work that day. It just it won't, because I see so many things, and I'm like, if I want to like vacuum clean, then I should like dust everything first, and but then if I want to dust everything, then I have to clean up everything first, and it kind of goes like that. So I ended up with this whole list of things to do before I can actually vacuum clean. So I'm just gonna do whatever I run into. So yesterday I was looking for some mail at Karin, because I knew we had some bills that I wanted to put into the internet system of the bank. And once I pulled that out, I was like, damn, that office section, like it's kind of like the bookshelf from IKEA that has the closed doors in front of it. So it's always been very messy on those shelves, but you don't see it. I was like, okay. So I kind of like sorted all of our paperwork and reorganized that part of the closet. And I really do want to organize the other part of the closet, but then like, whenever I feel like it. And today it's like really sunny outside, so I decided to do the inside and the outside of my windows. So like I'm slowly getting there and I'm really liking it. And so basically what I really like doing right now about the nesting thing is knowing that I have about 4 more weeks before I want everything done for the baby. So I want to like wash clothes, make a hospital bag, make a like fill up the diaper bag. I want to clean all the toys before I put them in the playpen. Stuff like that. You know, just getting everything ready and making up my birth plan and stuff like that. And then after 37 weeks, all I have to do is, you know, keep up with the household. So if I still want to nest at that point or reorganize the clothes or whatnot, I can, but I don't have to like wash anything anymore. From this side. That's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.